Hey y'all, we're back today with another video. Today we are going to be breaking down season 2 of Lost. Yeah, crazy. So I wasn't able to get Nicole. We kept kind of like missing each other. It was mostly on me, but maybe in the future we'll get some more content with her on here. I'd love to have her on here. She's such a good friend, and we like to creatively work together. So, yes, and very excited for what the future holds for what she's working on. A lot of cool projects that I support, and I do think we're going to be creatively working a lot together in the future. So I'm very excited for her. I like to do this because it kind of gives me a chance. And while I want to like hop into I want to know what happens. I want to watch episode 1 of season 3. It gives me a chance to reflect on the season as a whole. You guys, whenever you guys were watching it, you guys had to wait months. Fortunately for me, I don't have to wait months. I can literally put it on and I have it. But I do like to take this time to look back and reflect um, on the season as a whole. Maybe kind of like a review, but kind of like summarize some things and kind of set up where we're going here. A friend of mine sent me a plot summary that's doesn't have any spoilers, so just looking at this, it's so crazy to me that what happened in season 2. Season 1, don't get me wrong, was very good, but season 2 just had so much. Season 2 is dense. Like, if you really look at every single episode and everything that happened, and not to say that not everything in episode 1 mattered, but there just felt like there was this extra weight in season 2, and that there was more consequences. And a big part of it is that we're getting more into what is this island? And is this a mysterious magical place? Is there something scientifically weird going on? I think a lot of those are going into it, but I am excited to find out where this goes, um, and where the island, like how the island plays into it. Because I think there's something special about this place. There's a lot of things happening on here, and I think what's interesting is that it could be a lot of separate things. Like a lot of these things might not be connected. They could be connected. They might not be. We start off the season with the whole introduction of Desmond and the computer or the Swan Station. That is huge in itself. And remember, don't forget that the computer itself was broken, and Saeed has to fix it. Like, that is crazy. Imagine if that doesn't get fixed. Like, insane. And then we also start with the fact that they're gonna go on the raft, and then the raft gets crashed, and then the raft survivors, they meet the tailies, and we get introduced to the tailies. And we realize that there's more people on the island, more than just the others. And that happens, and you're just like, what? What? And then we see that Shannon's alive at this early part of this season. And she starts seeing Walt, and Walt's all wet. And then, I remember correctly, y'all said Walt is speaking backwards, which is interesting. We haven't really figured that out yet. I don't know if we will. Now that it appears that Walt's off the show. Could be wrong. And then Shannon dies. We hear those creepy voices, and then we know that the creepy voices happen whenever the others were about to take the group at the very last episode. There's quite a few mysteries still. Not to jump all over the place, but I guess jump in. I'm just gonna go where my mind goes. So we have still, I think. So the whole screaming weird noise thing, I think that could be explained by the locking door mechanisms in the Swan Station. I think that answers that for me. We still, there is, in my opinion, something weird about the voices. Now, I think that could be easily explained that that's the others. There's something still off-putting about it to me. I'm not ready to close the book on that yet. Not yet. We also have the fog smoke monster thing, We didn't see that at all in season 2, I don't believe. Or if we did see it, it was very early season 2, so like forever ago for me. So there's all that. We also don't really have an we don't have an explanation for the weird animals that are on this island. The fact that we've had a polar bear. I think 2 polar bears, maybe. So there's all that. Then we also really don't know fully what's going on with Dharma yet. We know there's stations. We've been to a few. What's going on with that? Let's also add on to there the others. Who really are the others? Are they part of Dharma? Are they not part of Dharma? Are they people who have also found their way to the island and now they've created their own group, their own cult or whatever? Also, the virus. I was thinking the virus was going to be a big part of season 2. Apparently not. I mean, it is, but it isn't. So, like, we get the whole storyline of Claire, and she's in the hospital, or not in the hospital, but she's in the staff station, and they give the baby the vaccine. But then Charlie also finds some of the vaccine and gives it to her, to Claire and the baby. So, I still do think, I was thinking for a second that Michael was infected at the end and that he was going to be sick. But that didn't pan out. And so those are some of the big questions. And then obviously at the end there, whatever that, then the final 2 big questions here is that super bright white light, ultraviolet light or whatever it is. And then along with that really loud noise. What was that? What effects did that have? And then on top of that, those researchers off by the polar or whatever, and they call Penelope. That is our first present day look at someone off the island, but present. So that's that. Oh my gosh, there's so much, guys. Like, there's so much. Those are some of my big questions leading into this season. I did think, looking at my predictions, if I remember correctly, I said that this would lead to a big confrontation to this group, that we would eventually get more information on the others, and that it would lead to, getting Walt back. It did and didn't go that way. We got Walt back, but they were gone. Assumedly, they're gone. They're not going to come back, which I think is kind of... I still have questions about Walt. Walt apparently can move places according to the others. Could that explain maybe how Shannon saw him? Walt's special is what they say. I want to know more. And I don't think we're going to know more. And we know Michael in the train wreck that he was killing the group. I said that there's not a way that he could be a part of them. And I guess him leaving makes sense, because there's no way they could accept him. I don't want it to be at the cost of Walt's story, though. That's the only thing. I think that's pretty much it for that. Going into season 3, let's talk about season 3. We had some big character deaths in this season. We had Ana Lucia, we had Libby. Libby didn't even get a back story episode all for herself, which is insane. Hopefully maybe we still somehow get that. I don't know how. We lost Shannon. Lots of characters bit the dust. I'm curious to see. I think season 3 we're still going to lose some characters here. I'm going to say there's going to be 2 big character deaths. It's hard to say who. I almost feel like Kate doesn't... I don't feel like Kate makes it to the end. For some reason. I don't see it. So maybe Kate goes this season. Oh my gosh, I'd be a mess. I'd be a mess, y'all. So maybe Kate goes. I'm trying to think of the others. Not the others, but the other people in our group. Oh, we could probably see... Oh, I gotta pull up her name here. Grace. Maybe Grace goes in this episode. or this season. That would be or not Grace. I don't know. I keep saying Grace. Rose. Rose. I really don't know why. I've done that before. I've said Grace. Rose. I feel like Rose. I don't know. I'm getting that vibe. Maybe Rose and Kate. Maybe Jen. That'd be crazy. If I had to say the three people that I could see possibly going is Jen, Kate, and Rose. Oh my gosh, that'd be so heartbreaking. Oh, and we also have the fact that Sun is having a baby. Like, oh my gosh. Oh. I mean, we've had one successful pregnancy on the island. Maybe we could get for another two. It's the Island of Miracles. I think by the end of this season, we're going to see most, if not all, the other stations that we know of. We are going to know more about Dharma. We're going to fully now know who the others are and their motives and their agenda. And we're going to see a big war between... I think this season we're going to have the war between our group and the others. And it's going to lead to... I think Penelope is going to find her way to the island. I don't know how, but I think we're going to get a Penelope and Desmond reunion. As weird as that sounds. But then why... But then I don't know though, because then why is she not getting help? Are they actually in a snow globe? Is there something that's like preventing this anyone from coming to the island unless the island wants it to? That's some sci-fi there. I mean, season 3, this will be the end of the first half of the show. 1 through 3, 4 through 6. And I know season 3 was supposed to be the ending. Someone had told me. So I'm going to be very excited to see now how we move towards the end stages of the show. And I know that 4, 5, and 6 have less episodes. Which means that we're going to get through that quicker. But yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. I mean, I know this is all over the place, but I'm just trying to give a little love to season 2 here before we move on to there. I will also say, let's talk about my favorite characters from this season. I'd say definitely Sawyer goes up. The Sawyer, Kate, Sawyer, Kate. It's hard because then you also Sawyer, Kate, maybe Sun. Mr. Echo is pretty good too. There's a lot of good characters in this one. There were not many that really annoyed me. So yeah, this season, I do like season 2 more than season 1. I think overall adds more. Season 1 was a lot about realizing that the island had secrets and these characters have passed. And now in season 2, it's discovering what these secrets are, some of these secrets, and also learning more about these characters and having their past impact the island. Overall, fantastic season. I'm so excited for season 3. You guys can expect reactions on Monday or on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which will be so much fun. I'm so excited for this. It's going to be quite the journey as we move forward. Also, so you'll get those reactions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Breaking Bads will still be on Friday. I keep moving back and forth between Monday and Friday. Life's been crazy with that. Getting ready for a big trip next week. But yeah, you'll get another Breaking Bad on this Friday. And then we'll also be getting Moon Knight on Wednesdays. When that comes up, I'm going to be getting Hawkeye out here quickly. Get that done for y'all. Get Legend of Vox Machina caught up. And then get back on the Haunting of Hill House train. So you guys will be getting those great shows. Stranger Things comes back in May. I want to watch that. I don't have time for that on the schedule right now. So maybe once Haunting of Hill House ends, we'll actually do that. We'll see how I feel about that. Because I was going to go right into the Haunting of Bly Manor. But I think with Stranger Things coming back, it kind of makes me want to do Stranger Things first. I do have to play that out. I have to see. Um, if I do just a one episode a week, though, it won't be caught up in time for that. It might get me caught up to when the second half comes out or just after. So, figuring that out. I don't have to really worry about that right this second, but that's something I will be figuring out here in the next couple of weeks for y'all. So keep an eye out for all that. Again, you guys are awesome. Cannot thank you guys enough. Goal is also to get a Patreon up here. I would say probably by late April is when we can expect that to fully be up and running. Maybe sooner, but that's my goal right now. Being away for the next 2 weeks is gonna, I'm not gonna be here, but there will still be videos on the channel, so that will be exciting for you guys. Thank you again. Here's to season 3 and whatever the secrets might bring.